Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly oblige. Well done! Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
The enemy retreats.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons sheathed.
Victory are myriad. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that's right.
We cannot let down our guard even for a moment. Let victory
grant you roaring fame.
Well done, Master.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I've just discovered a hidden route. Where might it take us, I wonder?
Red wolves! You are in need of healing. Allow me.
Thanks, I suppose. Take this. I'll not remain in your debt.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Stricken your wrist.
Coming, Master!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
Alive.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Right you are.
You seem to have been chilled. You're right.
I be at aid. Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
Now then, which way?
Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us.
I spy a hobgoblin!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I think... Not!
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop.
What business have you here?
Welcome, and well met. Do come again.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all. Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done. I'm a master of the craft, I. Am. You're welcome.
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye! I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. "'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life."
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
What are we to do?
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him?
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Interested in my wares? We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes. Which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn.
is said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes. To gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.